It's just a matter of execution. Ally, of course, he's coming in with a great deal of momentum moving forward. He even said that he's on fire right now.
He did. Those were his words.
But we have to remember that that was still Game 5 against Ned, a player who Zero, I mean, it was close, but at the end of the day, it was still a 3-0.
Yeah. And, I mean, I think we're just going to see straight up. Oh, no. Never mind. Sheik is on the screen. Okay. Should have looked first. I was going to say, I think Zero is going to pay Ally the respect of starting off with his strongest character. But, no, he's going to give it another shot with Sheik, which he didn't even try again at my level, I believe.
Exactly. He needs to try out this Sheik here just to turn his fate. But this is it. Grand Finals at Smash and Splash 2016. Ally coming in from the loser's bracket against the god himself, TSM Zero, hoping to reclaim his previous glories.
We got no Americans in top 2. Canada versus Chile.
So whenever we're looking at this matchup, obviously I feel like Sheik definitely wins in the early game. I mean, her frame data overall is just so remarkable. But the real issues, especially with these nerfs, is in the late game. And I think that's where Ally is going to start finding some more wins.
Well, I think even early, Mario combos this character to pieces, being that she's a fast faller, and she's so light that that one combo could be such a large percentage of her life force.
I mean, that's a very good point as well. It could the presence from Ally could start even as early as mid. You know, that might be actually where he's starting to walk away with the lead, as he has right now, starting to charge that flood up. And Zero taking to the skies. Ally is used to burst movement options like that to avoid landing punishes because of his play with Zenodo, who would use the monkey flips to get away from the up smash attempts.
Ooh, Zero meeting him halfway with that up air. Definitely reminiscent of his set with Zenodo, where Ally would keep jumping in a particular spot and Zenodo would just go for the Palutena up airs. And I think Zero was watching and taking notes during that because he was like, okay, this is when Ally jumps. I know this.
Counting out those jumps.
To quote Game of Thrones, it is known.
It is known.
All right, down throw to up B. Still definitely not the follow-up he needs. Mario, you know, he's got great throw follow-ups, except when he needs to kill off of them.
Yeah, and this is where I think someone like Ally, who's so good at playing the player, can really make the most of this character's toolset. You have options like that up smash, which come out so fast and are so strong that you can use them to finish those socks so decisively.
And Ally missing a huge up smash opportunity there, just going for dash attack. I think the reason, and he also did that versus, I want to say Ned, maybe Mewtwo King, but or Zenodo. But either way, I think the reason for that is that he may have recently switched to tilt stick, which a lot of players have done, setting C-stick to attack rather than smash. And he might have just reflexively gone for the quick up on the C-stick punish, which will yield a dash attack when it's set to attack.
Even the pros got to adjust.
Exactly.
Zero's, he's starting to find difficulties actually adjusting to the nerfs that Sheik has received in the late game. He's struggling to close his stock out as Ally is getting the grab, and he's going to be getting a lot of damage here. Bouncing Fish to get out of some of the punishment, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ally is going to be right back into the fray. I mean, how much longer can Zero really put up with this?
Ooh, very creative return to the stage there. Does a drop-off cape to make sure he's facing backwards, and at the end of it, ends up getting on the stage safely, holding onto the stock with maximum rage. If Zero takes about 40, 50 more %, could be looking super bad.
It's already looking grim. This is where I think Ally is going to start to widen the gap. Sheik already had those issues with KOing, and we're seeing that, you know, post-patch, it feels even worse. It really does.
Yeah, this matchup was already close to begin with. And Ally definitely no stranger to this matchup, even against non-Zero playing Sheik, or non-Zero Sheik players, namely Mr. R, who he defeated at the Midwest Mayhem tournament I attended. What a neutral air kill from Sheik. That's so rare in this game.
Let's take note that for Zero to get that kill, he had to get in the upper triples.
Right.
Like, that was ridiculous.
Almost in the 200 club. Oh, I thought we were going to see a grab into some big stuff from Ally, but Smart by Zero just not even running forward and shielding, playing very patiently despite his percent disadvantage here. And I think that's another huge mark of a top player. If you're down, can you stay patient?
Zero exuding that patience, but still so quick on the punishes on top of that. Suddenly, this game is all but tied up. Zero actually usurping the lead from Ally with that tilt stick.
I'm very surprised that Ally is still jumping in that same position, allowing Zero to catch him with up airs. Very smart to DI in, or rather backwards, to the back throw, because otherwise it can be a pretty easy follow-up for Sheik.
Zero kissing the blast zone there.
Yeah, that up B, pretty weak, but almost getting the job done. Oh, almost the snipe of snipes once again. Ally is pretty scary with these, man. I would not want to be off stage against this guy.
Oh, definitely not. And he's had the practice, too, playing
Oh!
so many clouds.
No! That looked like a jab with Z where he tried to do a turnaround grab, but just did it a little too early. And he ended up just getting a jab in the wrong direction, giving Zero a second lease on life here.
And wow, we were so focused on the match, we didn't even look at the clock. We're rapidly approaching the final minute of this first game.
I highly doubt we'll see it go to time, being that both of these guys are pretty much on their final breaths. Wow, Zero really lucky to be alive here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Ally taking the double dip and taking the first game as well.
And that's kind of a Zero-esque edge guard. I noticed, like, the only time I've ever really gotten a long session with Zero, it was many months ago, but one thing that he would always do is run right up to the edge and block to make me think, okay, I got to roll to get away from this guy. And then preemptively start running toward that roll distance and get a grab. Very effective, and Ally showcasing it right there. Oh, we are going to see some more experimental stuff from Zero in this first set, though.
He came prepared. He has so many different characters to cycle through, and until he finds the one that works, he's going to just keep switching.
Let's see, though, what the difference is between Zero's Cloud and Ned's Cloud. Ned definitely has the character experience advantage and knows the ins and outs of Cloud much better, but Zero, better player overall. So that might be enough to carry him to victory here.
We did see how strong fundamentals could be with Zenotto swapping to Palutena and actually taking a game from Ally. So maybe Zero can find that same level of success. If anything else, it'll make up for his biggest problem in that last game, which was a lack of KO options. Cloud packs so many of those. All he needs to do is just continue to win neutral as heavily as he was previously.
Zero holding it down with some brilliant hop up air juggles, but Ally just going to get right back down to the ground and continue building his lead. Oh, almost getting bounced up by that. If he didn't tech that, that would have been possibly an up air follow-up for Zero.
It's a back throw. And he's dropping low. Oh, but Ally, he's so aware. Good Mario mains know how to make the most of their recovery option.
And wow, the first hit of down smash actually pulled Ally in his shield behind Zero. He smartly kept blocking and didn't fall for the second hit, and that put him in a position to get the reverse up smash out of shield and take that first stock.
What a crazy interaction.
For real. That's pretty rare that the first hit of down smash on block will actually make you get crossed up.
Really fiending for the grab here. Ally just knows he needs it to extend the lead.
Zero knows that Ally knows he needs it. And that's really creating an interesting dynamic here, as we haven't really seen any real damage caused in the past few seconds. But once he gets that grab, wow, Zero breaking out with an up air. That is definitely something that Cloud players are looking for, man, since it's such a fast move.
Do you think Rage might have a factor with that at all, or?
Possibly, it might have sent him a little bit too far, but you can adapt your combos accordingly, and I think Ally might have just not been ready for the adjusted one he needed to go for. Oh, but a flood facing the wrong way as the down air was coming at him. Maybe he meant to be turned around and just not even try to challenge the down air and just blow him back.
Ally is making the most of these grabs. Zero's trying to come in with so many down airs, and now we're seeing Ally use his movement so much more to challenge that, getting around the dares that Zero is throwing out and putting on punishment every single time. But now we're seeing Zero start to auto-cancel the dares, maybe as a baiting tool to basically entice Ally to come in to take a really big punishment.
I'm loving this usage of Flood. That one wasn't really that rewarding, but still. Oh, that one is. He's going to have to use it. And Ally sitting pretty with 31%, and he's just going to take him out with an anti-air up smash.
Sitting pretty with everything right now, Max. I mean, he's up 2-0.
Are we about to see the 30 and a reset?
It's very possible.
Wow.
This is the true Ally.
Is Zero going to switch again? Is he going to try Shulk? I would love to see him try Shulk, but Ally plays Shulk, so he's definitely got some knowledge. Oh, I heard Sheik.
The big thing with Sheik is figuring out ways to actually earn those KOs.
Right.
He's basically filled up the bucket to its brim, just hasn't been able to find the momentum to actually tip it over.
And if I were Zero right now, man, I would have just busted out the Diddy and at least get him warmed up for the second set. Right now, you might be thinking a little bit too much about Sheik and a little bit too much about Cloud to go into that second set with a clear enough head to get the job done.
And it just might be that he wants to avoid what happened at Gommel, where he did go Diddy, and it cost him the tournament.
Right. But I think we're already seeing that Ally's got these secondaries kind of locked down. I mean, his Sheik was really his true main for a long time, though. So if he can just channel that like summer, fall, and even winter as late or as early as Genesis 3 style Zero, then we could be seeing the start of something. And off to this fantastic start, Zero is getting in there.
Now it's Ally's turn with the retort. Again, where he's understanding that Zero will be using options like the bouncing fish to get out of the punishment, and he's just waiting, maneuvering around to extend the combos.
Yeah, Ally just stealing that lead. It's like, all right, you got the first 77%, but the Ally responds with basically 75 plus of his own. It was like, oh, no way, that was sick.
That move has such a great disjoint on it. Such a smart call from Ally to use it to disrupt the bouncing fish.
This man's got cojones, dude.
He's playing with guts.
For sure. Oh, I thought we were going to see a grab from Ally, but of course that far from the corner, it wasn't going to be a KO. And Zero loves that roll-in option, man. I want to see Ally be ready for it, and instead of going for a dash-up smash, wait for Zero to roll in and just do it in place.
Now it's Ally's turn in the corner. Zero will be able to get the grab, but again, the area where he struggled is actually being able to cash these stocks out. What can he do to change that more in his factor? Should he be implementing needles, just using them at a side like a
right,
aerial
45,
needles?
yeah,
the 45, because I feel like the 45 needles into the bouncing fish might be like a really solid option for him to use.
Yeah, we don't see Zero go for that all that much. That's more of like a Mr. R false kind of Sheik thing, and Void, of course, one of the pioneers of that. But, you know, Mr. R, if you're watching, I know you're going to be mad. That's the Mr. R. Let's put it that way. Oh, I thought Ally was just going to forward throw him to his death. Oh, there we go. Back throw will get the job done just fine.
Just fine.
That is, of course, Mario's strongest throw in terms of knockback. But I was just not confident in his ability to get another grab on that platform.
Now, while Ally is down by this much, we got to remember how this game started off. I mean, the punishes were ridiculous.
Oh, and he's backed into the corner all the way, but we saw basically the same thing happen last time. Oh, Zero go. Oh,
he didn't have a jump.
It might have taken it with the needles, but I didn't see the ripples. Either way, rip Ally.
So
2-1.
And that's the answer to actually being able to close out the stocks. I think we're going to be seeing Zero playing much more aggressively on edge guards,
right,
rather than trying to play the older style of Sheik, where you would try to build the percentage up, get the down throws, and then get the follow-ups afterwards. That's no longer viable, and so it's nice to see the changes from Zero, recognizing how much his character has changed as well.
Yeah, Sheik will very rarely KO you by virtue of knockback at early percents, except maybe with like a tip or up smash, but as far as getting you off the stage and preventing you from coming back, she's real good at that.
Mario is a pretty gimpable character. I mean, this is not a character that has an amazing recovery by any means, aside from the disjoint he possesses on his super jump punch.
Yeah, it's definitely not to be underestimated. Wow, Ally actually going for an up throw combo in the mid percents, ended up getting a lot off of it. I can't help but think that he actually would have gotten less off of the down throw, which is very strange. And that magic number 77, we saw Zero get Ally to 77 last game, and then he got really kind of bopped.
Yeah,
for the next 90 or so percent. But he ended up dropping the game. So let's see if history is going to repeat itself. Oh, Ally opening him up. Already making sure that, in fact, the repeat will not happen.
And taking a minute to charge the Flood rather than extending the combo, he knows it's going to be a long-term benefit rather than an immediate payout.
I love how Ally is just using Flood to negate shield and steal stage control from afar. It's so solid. I mean, if you push them back, they have to pick a recovery option, then they probably have to pick a ledge option, and they have to do the hard work of coming to you. Okay, forward tilt up air. Classic bread and butter stuff. Zero starting to fight back a little bit.
And Ally, you know, he's the one who's actually backed into the corner here, which is significant because the way that he actually closed the stock out was partially because of the up smash, but primarily because where Zero was when he decided to use the option, covering a whole suite of tech and non-techable decisions.
Ally getting a little bit of a combo off that down throw, but not too much. I feel like he still could have gotten more, but it doesn't matter because he's doing just fine here. Maybe anticipating an aggressive bouncing fish from Zero to return to the stage. That certainly would have eaten it right up.
Yeah, quite possibly.
No Trump? Okay. Ally playing very reserved on the edge. I like that, though, because she definitely demands a lot of respect when she's returning to the stage.
Oh, that was so crisp, and what a way to reset the bracket. Literally,
3-1.
He just ran off of the platform, landed with nothing, and then did the up smash. I mean, that was beautiful.
Ally is sweating, man. He's sweating more than Zero. Oh, I thought Zero was just like fanning himself for a second. I was going to say, maybe he's sweating too. All right, you could just see the raw human emotion in Ally taking that out. Zero looks sort of unfazed, though, because now he's like, okay, that was the pre-test. That was the PSAT, bro. Now let's see what college you're going to.
Ally versus Zero. This has gone to set number 2, and we're finally seeing, for the first time in this grand finals, the Diddy Kong from Zero. This is the character that he is by far the most comfortable with, but it is also the character that he lost Gommel to.
And I think Mario versus Diddy Kong is pretty solid for Mario. Lots of combos, edge guards, and just general slipperiness really work out for him. Wow, the turnaround grab, reading Zero's cross-up with the short hop fair. Honestly, man, I would have got hit by that cross-up, or I would have not punished that. Ally with the excellent presence of mind and swift reactions.
And now we're seeing Zero. He's starting off the game about as we would expect because of how this matchup tends to go. But where is it that Zero's going to start finding his wins?
Right, and I don't recall at Gommel if we saw much of Ally caping the bananas back at Zero, but I mean, he just did it right there, and that has it fresh in both of their heads that that's an option. So if Ally keeps going for that, that could really invalidate Diddy Kong's banana game. That's just yet another advantage that Mario has over Diddy Kong.
Back throw now. And this is a matchup that is definitely doable for Diddy Kong mains. Like we said, Zenodo and Ally have a really good rivalry, with Zenodo coming out on top a fair amount. So this is far from undoable for Zero, who, in his words, is the best Diddy Kong main.
Yeah, I think there's almost no question about that. Even though Zenodo might have a couple like extra refined things, Zero is the best player that uses Diddy Kong, even if he's not the best at maximizing the character.
Precisely.
Which he still very well may be. Okay, Ally keeps getting these dash dances into grabs.
Zero here. At this kind of percent, it makes total sense that he's looking for these down tilts. One of those should be enough to at least combo into the up smash.
Ally really looking for that down throw at B, which I don't believe would kill even at 140. But hey, man, whatever works. Trying to get some damage, but unfortunately it didn't work.
Both players biding their time. It's going to be Ally with this grab. A couple
it?
of pummels, a back throw, and that's going to be the first stock in set number 2.
Again, even kind of far from the corner, that was enough to seal the deal. Slightly surprised about that, but of course Rage and Mario's up smash or back throw is quite strong. Zero, though, immediately evening this one right back up.
That was so smart from Zero,
Yep.
how he uses actually the perfect shield on the caped banana peel just to get the grab, because he's already seen Ally cape the peel once.
That's what I'm saying. It's fresh in both of their heads.
Adaptation from both sides.
Oh.
This is this game at some of the highest levels possible.
Especially the mental warfare that's going on.
Yeah, there's a lot under the surface that I feel that people may not recognize. Are there any of those specific tendencies that you've picked up on?
I've definitely noticed Zero rolling in, Ally going for up smashes every time his opponent's in the corner, and there's something else, but this is just a little too intense.
I don't blame you, Max.
I got to think about it a little more and
Ally,
also focus on the action.
Ally may have taken the first stock.
Oh!
But can he take the final? That caped banana, that time Zero was not prepared for it. This game right back in Ally's favor. Throw. Just trying to find the back air. Oh, tripped up on the banana peel. Zero not prepared for it either, though, to find the punish.
I feel like Ally was definitely ready to just shield in front of that banana, but he ended up sliding into it a little too much.
And Zero here is conserving his up smash until he knows that off the down tilt it's going to be able to connect. And Ally as a retort is staying towards the ledges, so he can't follow up with the up smash after the down tilt.
Side B from Zero. No, very smart. Chaining his recovery up, making sure that Ally can't catch on to it. Oh, invalidating that banana with a back air, though, and now Ally with another grab. Can't get anything off it at this percent, really, but he just keeps getting the grabs. The damage is good enough. And the positioning.
This feels like it is so close, although Zero is at a slight deficit.
Not going to back throw yet. Oh, okay. I mean, it's not going to kill, but I was just thinking Ally would keep it fresh.
He's just thinking about how he can at least win the control of the stage, right? Because that was a situation where it would certainly grant him all the control and Zero would be pressured. But wow, monkey flip, such an aggressive option to get back onto the stage. The kick being utilized. Back throw now. Ally. Oh, wow. Man, he's so close. Forward air from Zero. And an actual fist bump. Was that the first game that he's taken in this series?
No, he took one with Sheik.
Yeah, that's totally right. That's totally right. It's first game of this second set that he's actually been able to take.
Jeez. As my man Prague would say, this is certainly a slobber knocker of a set. These guys, I mean, you don't really see them camping each other at all. They're just pretty much going in. It's a battle of wits constantly. And again, we're going to see Smashville. I don't think Ally is going to blame the stage for dropping that game. It was still super close. Definitely could have done it. Okay, Zero just going to jump off his head with the monkey flip, but that just opened him up for potentially a big punish. Ally actually kind of not optimizing that. But wow, Cape, not even on the banana throw, but on the Diddy Kong about to throw the banana.
Yeah, that's definitely very silly, and I think it may have negated the appeal entirely as it was possibly thrown off of the stage.
Yeah, it turned Zero in the wrong direction, and he threw the banana completely right over to Smashville, and now a banana tree is growing in someone's Animal Crossing game.
And Zero is making some good changes to Ally, trying to be more in the corner whenever he's at a high percent. You're seeing him go for more down smashes instead of the traditional up smashes we'd be expecting. Oh, there, knockdown into the forward smash. Ally, though, traveling from the right to the left, will be able to survive, only to toss Zero right back off. He took a page out of Zero's book there, trying to go deep to confirm those edge guards.
Oh, and Ally, getting a little too thirsty, but Zero unable to punish. Thought being on the platform would actually be safer for him, but in fact, it cost him some damage there.
And Zero is trying to trip up Ally, make him think twice with these B reverses, but Ally is just anchoring down on center stage, that time crossing him up for the grab and taking the stock once again.
When he went for that forward tilt on the right side right before he got the back throw kill, that was definitely supposed to be a pivot grab, but if you hit Z a little bit too late, you'll get forward tilt instead. So Ally definitely kind of forcing that a little bit, but it worked out. Okay, now Zero just backing up with the crawl. I love seeing players use that. It's such a useful option. You can face forward while moving backwards. Okay, interesting that he just went for the up B there instead of continuing the combo. I saw him do that before as well.
Up tilt will do it. And it might be because of the moving platform. He doesn't want it to potentially screw up so whenever he's trying to go for these longer combos and maybe even put him in a position where he'd lose the stock super quick.
It's possible. Oh, and Zero spot dodging these grabs. He knows. Oh, that's another tendency I've noticed of Allies. He loves just dash out, dash back in, and grab. And if your opponent's going to... Yes, exactly as his opponent runs at him, he goes for the raw grab himself. And that's because standing grabs come out faster than dash grabs, and he's able to stuff his opponent like that.
Monkey flip now from Zero. It buys him the time that he needs to pull the peel out.
Yeah, just any hit pretty much is what Diddy's going to look for if he has no banana on the field. Yep, up throw bear, pull another.
Exactly. And remember, this is one of those options where if he can get with the knockdowns, that's when he's going to start making strides. So far, they are back and forth with the punishes. Zero needs a knockdown now, getting it, and very nearly taking the lead with it as well. Only 4% separating the two.
Definitely tricked Ally into running into that one, too. That was real slick. Just jumped and threw it away. Uh-oh. Okay, Ally not going for anything too greedy, just going to drift back to the stage.
Zero sticking in his shield, knowing that Ally wants to shark under with those up airs.
Okay.
And he doesn't have the peel actually anymore either, which is going to make this even more difficult. He had to get all the way into the corner just to pull that peel out.
Is he? Yeah, he's definitely living. Not. I don't think all the rage in the world would have gotten that to kill below 100%.
Peel in hand.
And Zero impatient, just threw it away, but he knew he'd probably get another chance. Oh, and that was the second throw on that one. It's gone too.
And his perfect shields have been great. Ally understanding that he doesn't need to cape to get punishes whenever Zero throws out the peel.
Okay, keeps doing these down tilts at point blank, and Ally's getting grabs on them.
He reversing the other way. Such an interesting mix-up. Just so he
yes!
goes straight ahead.
Oh my God! Sudden death!
What the? That was ludicrous.
No way.
An unprecedented finish.
What do we do? What do we do? Pause the game. Pause the game.
That was unprecedented. And I believe that the ruling is 1 stock, 2 minutes on the same stage.
Interesting. Yo, if I made the rule set, I would make both of them get a game for that. That would be 2-1.
Like the double KO.
like
in Street Fighter, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That was one of the craziest endings to a game I have ever seen. I mean, the sudden death. I wish we could go back in slow motion and see frame by frame who might have touched the blast zone first.
Okay, so this is still 1-0 for Zero, and now we got to change the timer. 1 stock, 2 minutes. Why not 3?
I don't know, man. To put the pressure on?
Maybe. It's like, yo, you guys got to hurry up, all right? That was nuts.
I was just thinking about Zero's decision to be reverse away, right? Because I was saying, what is he doing? He's limiting all of his options of recovery. And then you see him tilt the jetpack straight towards the ledge. You're like, oh my god, he's going all in here. What's ridiculous is if that was a star KO, it actually would have not worked out in his favor. This was the best possible outcome he could have gotten from that was actually a tie.
Yeah, that was insane, man. Ally did get the snipe with the fireball. Finally, we see him get the snipe of snipes, but not enough. Okay, wow, Zero actually able to jump out before the second up tilt. Ally doesn't even care. He's just mashing that.
Yeah, he's catching Zero as he's trying to go airborne, maybe trying to space with those forward airs like he's been doing so. Command grab off of the monkey flip and the peel in hand as well. I feel like this is a great spot for Zero to probably walk away with this game, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. He got a real strong opening here, and being that there's only one stock, we're not really going to get to see Ally's strong longevity be much of a factor here.
I guess it is worth noting that Rage is going to be even more proficient here
Very
than
true.
previously.
Oh, whoa. Oh, no, Ally overextending.
Still making it back onto the stage, only to be grabbed by Zero again. He's got to somehow dodge Zero, who instead of pushing too hard is just focusing on stage control. I like the decision there.
Yeah, Ally with a very nervous-looking spot dodge.
Oh my god! The air dodge read of air dodge reads, and Ally makes this entire crowd erupt.
What is this tournament, dog? Oh my god, I don't even have words. Yo, what?
One apiece in the second set of grand finals at Smash and Splash 2016. Ally with an explosive ending despite being down for the entirety of the game.
God. I can't believe what I'm seeing. That is how you know the fear of God is now in Zero's heart. Tubba blubba, dude.
Tubba.
You gotta get his heart. Shoutouts to Paper Mario 64. That's like the best game ever.
Oh, it's such a beautiful game. I'm yet to play 1,000 Year Door. I'm told it's pretty good too.
Are you kidding me? You know it came out 15 years ago or something, right? It came out like a Ned lifetime ago.
This is game 3 of the second set of grand finals. TSM 0 having to go all Diddy this time around despite not pulling it out one time in the first set. Now tied up once apiece.
And Ally with a real strong opening, but Zero, by virtue of a lot of good trades, has fought his way back into this, just brute forcing it. Oh, but the cape. No, Ally should have believed.
I don't blame him for thinking twice on it,
Right.
given the adaptation that Zero has had to the caped peel.
Precisely. But if you get it on the right frame of the thrower, like, you know, if you just time it properly, I don't believe that Diddy Kong can do anything about it. Either way,
it feels like everything is working against Zero right now. The fact that Alex fell out of that up smash there certainly hurts the confidence.
oh, he has no jump. I wonder if Ally recognized that. Oh, he's going to have to use monkey flip to get away, but he does get a banana off of it.
Yeah, I think that at the end of that whole exchange, it may have been worth it. Of course, Ally picking up the peel might say otherwise.
And you know that Ally is looking for these monkey flips from the corner, but Zero making sure he jumps before doing it, making it a lot harder to trap his landing, especially with up smash.
Oh.
But doesn't matter.
And I don't know if he was trying to go for the flip there, or perhaps he was reading too far ahead, thinking Ally would try to contest with an up air.
Yo, I thought he was going to accidentally fall to his death. I was like, oh, no. But, of course, this guy knows Mario in and out, man. He doesn't even need the camera to know where he's going.
Oh, definitely not. If anything, the lack of camera makes it even more surprising for the opponent, who's trying to figure out whether they should DI in or away.
It's like, oh, please kill yourself. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, Ally fading out to safety, not being able to pick up a punish. But, hey, man, sometimes it's not about hitting them. It's about not getting hit.
Another grab from Zero. And he's having the problems that he had with the Sheik, failing to close the stock out.
Oh, man, what a top 8 this has been. I don't know if I can handle this.
Definitely not. I mean, just imagine the pressure that Zero is under. Ranked very recently as the #1 player in the world. Now sitting down by an extreme deficit.
To one of the, or no, to the first player since Nairo to have taken a tournament from him. And, like, everyone was asking, is that a fluke? Is it going to happen again? But Ally showing that he's capable of possibly even taking 2 sets in the same day. But can't speak too soon because Zero has an insane clutch factor. Some even call it plot armor.
It is pretty outlandish.
Oh, that's and Banana in Ally's possession still. All right, no way is TSM 0 going to wake up right into that.
That would have been the For Glory read.
That would have been the shakenness confirmed.
That would have been the formerly known as TSM 0 read.
Oh, no. You can't do him like that, JV.
No, but in all honesty, Zero, speaking with him, he says he feels a lot of pressure because he is the champion trying to defend the belt. If Ally loses here, it's like, not a big deal. I lost to the best player in the world.
Right.
Whereas Zero, if he loses, there is so much more on the line. He has to defend his title time and time again, and you can only imagine what that pressure feels like. Back air now from Ally. Zero, such a tricky recovery getting around the fireball. But still, this is a really insane deficit for him to come back from. He has done it before at EVO. Can he do it again now?
Many a tournament.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, Ally knows that up air would have been curtains. Okay, knock it. Oh, all right, does just go for the back throw, but I guess he wanted the positioning more so than thinking it was going to kill. Wow, that was kind of a close call with the nair. Oh, and he really wants this grab. He has no jump.
Oh, so brilliant from Ally to use it early. The disjoint interacting so much in favor of Ally with the forward air attempt. Now, Zero starting to come back into this game. Back throw. And he catches Ally off guard from a DI standpoint, but it's not enough. Going with the jetpack there, getting as much extra damage as he possibly can. He needs to. He's still down by over 50%.
Zero has brought this all the way back. A banana into up smash will be the kill, but he's not even going to try to pick one out, and that's the game.
Back throw from Ally, and he is up 2-1 in what could be the final game of this series.
It's going to be one more or two more, and that's all up to TSM 0 right now. Also, yeah, speaking to the whole target on Zero's back and all the pressure, it's kind of a reversal of roles from Ned and Ally fighting, because when that was going on, it's like, okay, you know, Ned's the young blood. If he fails here, it's whatever. Ally, we all know how great he is. But now the roles are reversed. Ally, though, looking like he might be one of the new champs in the works. There might be like now a 5 gods kind of situation like we have in Melee where no one is infallible.
It's very possible, and I'm seeing Hungry Box in my peripherals and reminded of a tweet that he sent out. The gods of Smash 4 are finally starting to reveal themselves, and that's very indicative of Ally's play right now. Zero, however, he is the one god that this game had for a very long time, and he is content to keep his throne. Despite, again, being down, it feels like he's been playing from behind this entire time. I'm waiting for that moment where we get to see the true Zero, because right now we are definitely seeing the true Ally.
Oh, and that's going to be it.
Such a massive stage spike, and I don't know if Zero can take it. The pressure just might be too much at this point.
I don't know. We've seen him be immune to that for 50-plus tournaments in a row, though. Is there anything different about today? Is there something different about Ally? Whew, that would have been an insane way to close that out.
The entire crowd on their feet. We heard the one more stock chant erupt, silenced by Zero as he's starting to find his bearings again. Ally is not just going to run away with this. He's going to need to earn this honest.
Can't let the crowd get to you even when they're in your favor. Oh, man, how did that not hit? Tell me that he was still invincible, JV, and I will still not believe you.
2 words, plot armor.
Yes,
we're just going to go with that.
Zero Stark in the building right now.
I mean, I don't know about that, man. That family's not doing too good right now.
Let's see what's going to happen. Can you do it, Ally? I believe in Zero, man. I think we're going to see a 5th game just because clutching it out against this guy really takes something special. I mean, not that Ally doesn't have something special, but I still believe. But look how shaken Zero is. He's not even taking bananas out.
I mean, he's too terrified. He knows that he needs to fight for center as much as possible. And beyond that, think about how much he's gotten off of bananas in this set. Up B. The super jump punch won't be enough. Because Ally has mitigated the threat of the peel, Zero has not felt as comfortable actually pulling them out. Now Ally, one good backer could do it. Zero recovering high in the clutches of Ally again.
Wow, the crowd cheering for the 2-stock. Maybe a little BM there, but hey, man.
Ally very much on the verge of doing it. Another super jump punch, and Zero is hanging in there. I don't think he can take another hit. Back throw from Zero.
Wow,
Ally now surviving. Zero covering so many options with that peel being thrown straight up, but Ally still finds a way. There's a reason. And look at the stage spike. That was absolutely insane. Now he's starting to find the peel actually at its best whenever it's off stage instead of on stage. Last stock now for both players. Zero at 142% deficit. Can he do this?
Is this too little too late? Or was that really sick edge guard the path to victory?
It might
Oh,
be
no,
too
that's
late.
it. That's it.
Ally, for the second time in history, for the second time this year, will take a tournament from the best in the world. TSM 0 falling 3-1 in the second